There was really only the choice of a Tesla or a Nissan Leaf not too long ago, and now there seems to be another battery electric vehicle launching in our market on any given week. The Nissan ARIYA is coming to Australia at some point in the future. It's meant to come, but we still do not know exactly when. Which is somewhat annoying because it's actually pretty good. Even more annoyingly, it was unveiled back in 2020 and went on sale in other mature markets in 2022. When it finally arrives in our market, it will more than likely be a model year 2024 vehicle. Nissan once had the claim of being the manufacturer to create the first mass-produced electric vehicle in history with the Leaf. The first-generation Leaf was a decade ahead of its time in terms of understanding where the market was going and creating the necessary building blocks for producing EVs on scale. It didn't quite have the range and battery cooling technology down pat. As such, it never managed to get its act together to take the fight to Tesla globally. Up until recently, the American giant has all but had the lower end of the electric car market to itself, with its Model 3 sedan and Model Y SUV. Now though, the Nissan ARIYA will soon join the likes of the Volkswagen ID.4, as well as the Toyota bZ4X, and the forthcoming Subaru Solterra, that will all be hitting the Australian market in the coming 12 months or so. Not to mention existing rivals like the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Kia EV6. In order to find out if the Nissan ARIYA was any good, we took an overseas model for a drive around Mount Cotton Driver Training Centre in Brisbane. This was unfortunately not an accurate reflection of real-world conditions, given the super smooth roads, but it did give us a reasonable insight into how the ARIYA will behave on road. What we can say is in most markets the ARIYA competes and it undercuts the Tesla Model Y, which starts locally at just under $70,000, without incentives or on-road costs, likely coming in around the low to mid $70K realm for most buyers. Whether Nissan Australia can get the ARIYA in for around or below that price point remains to be seen. That low $70,000 mark for the base ARIYA will also see it competing with the Ioniq 5 and EV6, which is where it needs to be in order to compete with the segment benchmarks.